Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video. Sorry, I just grabbed that at the same time that his mouth decided to grab it and I took a tooth to the hand. Ouch, you've got sharp little teeth. Anyway, as you can see from the title today, I thought I would discuss the books that I want to read in the month of June. So I have selected 6 books to read. I'm filming this on the 31st of March, so it's very likely that the book I'm currently reading, which is Blade Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, I will be carrying across to this month as well because I literally started it last night and I just don't think I'm gonna read 500 pages today. I am off, but I don't like my chances. I just don't think I can do it and I'm okay with that. So yeah, let's just get straight into the books that I want to read in the month of June. So I will start off with the first book and I will stick a picture of it here. I don't physically own it. I've recently just joined a book club. We've just started with some people that work for the same company as me and we have picked Icebreaker to read. I'm really sorry. I don't actually know the author's name. The name is here on the cover. This is basically a book that's been pretty popular at the moment. Basically about, I believe they're in college. There's an ice skating rink. There's 2 of them. I believe they close one down, but it means that the figure skaters and the hockey players have to work out a kind of plan so that they can all use this ice rink to do their training, etc., etc. I have heard it's a bit insta-lovey, maybe enemies to lovers kind of a thing. Apparently it's very spicy, so I'm willing to give it a go, but that is the book that we voted on for this month to read. Anyway, let's get on to the physical books that I actually want to read this month. So I do have 4 contemporaries and then 1 fantasy. So the first book I have picked is The Paris Connection by Lorraine Brown. Like all of my book purchases, this was a cover buy, and the fact that it says Paris, there's the Eiffel Tower on the front cover, that is why I picked it up. So it looks like it's this girl, Hannah and C, they're on their way to a wedding when the train divides them. So Hannah ends up waking up in Paris and realizes that her boyfriend and her ticket are 300 miles away in Amsterdam. So I'm not saying he's done a runner, but I kind of feel like he's done a runner. And then when she's at the station platform, she meets Leo. He's basically everything that C isn't. So I think we're going to be rooting for Leo over C. C sounds dodgy from this. It looks like she spends the day with him in Paris and it forces her to really question whether she knows herself and whether, I guess her relationship with C is the best thing, because I'm confused as to how she's in Paris and he's in Amsterdam. Did he leave her? Because if so, Hannah, ditch him. You think so too? And then the next book I have picked is Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney. This is one of the 23 books that I do want to read this year. That is the main reason why I have picked it up. I also love the US edition of this cover. I think it's stunning. I have the ugly UK Australian version, but it's fine. So it focuses on this girl, Quinn Jackson. She's got a list of 10 things that are going on in her life. Basically, on the back of this, it says Quinn Jackson is black, 18, vegetarian, chronic list maker, crushing on Carter Bennett, socially awkward, living a lie, lost without her journal, is being blackmailed, which is interesting, and about to face her truth. So I'm presuming that that's probably Carter Bennett on the front down there, and that's Quinn Jackson. We'll give it a go, see what we think. I also love that this kind of sticks out on the cover. I think that's stunning, but we'll give it a go. And then I guess the 4th book that I want to read this month is Welcome to the Neighborhood by Lisa Rowe. I don't know much about this book. It was literally a cover buy. Oh, okay. So it looks like we're focusing on our main character Ginny and her 11-year-old daughter Harry. They end up in a town full of gossipy trophy wives and their mean girl daughters. Oh, okay. So Ginny has fallen in love and she's married Jeff and he's got this lavish house in the suburbs. Based on that, I don't know how I'm going to go with it because I am not a mother. Don't really care all that much about that sort of stuff. Motherhood, raising childs, school shit. I'm a retired primary school teacher. That stuff doesn't really interest me. Probably should have read the blurb before I picked it, but we're going to give it a go this month and just see how it is. And then the 5th book that I have decided to read this month is A Brush with Love by Maisie Eddings. Based on the cover, I'm pretty sure this is a dentist story, which is such a weird way to describe it. So I'm actually going to read the blurb. Okay, so we focus on our main character, Harper, and she's waiting for news to say that she's going to get the residency program of her dreams as a dental student. So it is a dentist story. I was right. There isn't just random dentist features. I don't like going to the dentist, so I don't know how I'm gonna go with this. So it looks like she crashes into this bloke called, I don't know like if it's just like metaphorically crashes into him or physically crashes into him, but she crashes into, it says quite literally, so I'm gonna take it that she's literally crashed into this dude called Dan, and he's like a dreamy distraction that she's been trying to avoid. I say that they become friends, probably fall in love. We've got a little bit of a rom-com energy coming on from here, and it's based around a dental program, which is nothing that I've ever read about. I've never read a book with a main character who's a dentist or has any interest in it. A little worried I'm going to find out weird facts about your teeth and dentist stuff that your girl just doesn't want to know. If so, I will totally make note to share them all with you when I do my wrap-up video at the end of June. Alrighty, and then the sixth and final book that I want to read in the month of June is, like I said, our only fantasy novel. I literally forced myself to pick one because there's so much unread fantasy on my shelves, but I just want to read contemporaries. But that book is Gravebriar by Casey L. Bond. Now, I know nothing about this book. I've heard absolutely nothing about this book. I literally discovered it because I was on a Facebook buy and sell group and someone was selling this book and I saw the cover and I went, I want that. I need that. Didn't know what it was about, but I searched it and the premise sounds good. So like if you can't read what it says right there, it literally says, sometimes witches hunt their own. I love a good witch story. I think it's so fascinating and interesting. Plus, like look at the hardcover. Like stop it. Stunning. There's fairy lights. So as soon as I see fairy lights, I'm like, sold. I'm here. I'm in. What I take from that is that it's a story about witches and they're hunting one another. Oh, okay. So our main character, someone knows her secret and they're wielding it as a weapon of her execution. She stands accused of poisoning her Gravebriar coven mate and she can't prove her innocence without revealing the truth that she's long kept hidden. So it looks like Gravebriar witches are green witches and healers, but her magic lies in poison. So maybe she's not a Gravebriar. I don't know how to pronounce it. And there's one boy who believes her, well, one witch, and it's the same boy who was sent to kill her, and instructions to pluck the briars that sprouted from my grave, which is the only cure for a Gravebriar witch. Why are you dragging your blanket and moving my filming setup, babe? Like, mate, like, calm down. Sorry if that's in the wrong spot, but Ollie's decided to drag the really thick blanket out and just take out my filming setup because children. So it looks like there's a malicious lot vining through the witch town of Cauldron that threatens to tighten around my throat in a deadly noose. And there's a ringmaster. This just sounds like so stereotypical, like witch stuff that I'm here for it. So yeah, I've heard nothing about this book. Hopefully it's good. It's about witches, so poisoning, magic. I'm here for it. As far as I'm aware, it is a standalone, which is great because I love me a standalone fantasy novel because I don't have to like remember anything. But yeah, that is the sixth and final book that I want to read this month in June. So that is it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments down below what books you want to read in the month of June. Also, if you have read any of these books, please leave me spoiler-free reviews on what you thought of them because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard a whole heap about any of these books. I kind of love that for me, but hopefully I enjoy them. On that note, I'm actually gonna go and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.